Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Parmsi. Today we're about to do this easy and quick Valentine's makeup tutorial. It's super easy. You can do it in like 20 minutes. I'm using all different products, and some products are gonna be new and my first time using them here. So if you're interested to see how I achieve this colorful Valentine's makeup look, just keep on watching. But before we head to the tutorial, just make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's do this. Ready? Let's go. All right, I'm gonna start with just priming my face per usual and then move on to my eye makeup, do my eye makeup. Why do I have one clip like this right over here? I don't know what I'm doing. No surprise, we all know what I'm gonna use as my primer, the Stila One Step Primer. It's embarrassing, I'm not gonna even show it. Let me scooch you guys over and move on to the eye makeup. To prime my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with my usual Tarte Tape Shape concealer because it's thick enough and it just evens out all the discoloration. When you use your concealer to prime your eyelids, you automatically carve out your eyebrows too. That's why I really like to use concealer versus eyeshadow primers, because some of those are colorless. If you notice, I'm kind of extending the primer to my face to even out everything and kind of go over the tear duct area. Personally, my eyelids tend to get a bit greasy, so I like to set the primer on my lid first. With the Laura Mercier setting powder, I have a fold and the concealer would kind of sit in my crease, so this way it won't really move. Honestly, I don't know what kind of eye makeup I'm going for, but I randomly was going through my drawers and I found this Chanel eye palette. This is their 4 Ombre eyeshadow and it's the number 232. Let's not try to pronounce the name because I can't. The only problem I have with this eyeshadow palette, I have hooded eyes, I have a fold, so shimmery colors are not my favorite thing. And all 4 of these shadows, they have shimmer and glitz in them, so they're not very hooded eye friendly and actually makes your hood look very poofy. That being said, I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and just dip into the transition color. This one right over here, or you can use your bronzer. My bronzer is new today, so I haven't opened it yet. That's why I'm using this one. I'm going into the transition color with a narrow blending brush and give my eye a little definition before I start putting any color. As you know, I'm going slightly above my crease because I am creating extra space for my lid. Now I'm gonna dip into my Giorgio Armani. This is the shade 15. It's kind of like a plum purpley with pink undertone. This one actually, it's not a super matte eyeshadow, which I would like, but it has less shimmer and glitz to it comparing to the Chanel one. That's why I'm gonna just play with this one a little bit. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a more narrow blending brush, like this Stila one, and just go over the crease, but slightly below my transition color. And if it gets messy, don't worry about it. We're gonna carve out the lid later, so don't even sweat. I really want this purplish color to really pop, so I'm going back and forth and add more pigment to the lid. Again, don't worry about it. If it gets messy, just focus to add more pigment. When you get to the point that you look super crazy like right now, then you stop. What you want to do is you go back with your blending brush and just go over the edges of the purple where the purple meets the transition color and buff everything out. This way you don't have any harsh lines and everything looks pretty flawless and seamless basically. Moving on to the fun part, now I'm gonna cut my crease with the Tarte Shape Tape, the concealer again. So I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand and go in with a detail flat brush. You've seen me doing it in a couple of videos. I will link those cut crease videos down below. That way I'm not really like explaining in this video and just for you guys. If you guys want to learn, just watch those videos. The only thing is I'm gonna go slightly above my actual crease and start from right over here, ended right at the tail. So I'm not gonna stop halfway. I'm gonna just fully wing out my whole lid area. I suggest to map out first to see where you want to cut your eyelid and then go in and fill in the whole lid with concealer. Now it's time to dive into the Chanel palette. I'm gonna use an angle flat brush, dust it in my outer corner. Okay, now that I have the shape in my outer corner, I like to use my finger. Again, it's very personal. So I'm not really focusing towards the end, but just put it right next to it with the tapping motion. And yes, my nail just broke. Very attractive and pretty. If it's hard for you to apply the eyeshadow with finger, what you can do is you can grab a flat brush. Let me just show it to you guys. Dip into the color that you want to use and then just spray your brush with your setting spray. This way you get more pigment. Okay, now for the center of my lid, actually I'm gonna go over the green a little bit more too. I'm gonna just go in with this silver color. Use my finger again. Very unusual for like Valentine's Day because everybody's doing pink, but I thought we all see the pink Valentine's Day makeup, so let's be cheerful, let's be colorful and do something different. Now for my inner corner and the space that it's left right over here, I'm going in with the lightest shade in the palette, this pink one right here. Now I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown. This is a very pink, it's called Silver Lilac number 26. And I'm gonna just focus right where I put the pink. This is more pink than what I already used. Now it's time to define the cut crease. So I'm gonna go back to the Giorgio Armani, the Plumpy color with a very defined detail flat brush and just go over the line where the green, or let's say the cut crease, meets the purple transition color, and continue it till right over here. See, this way you actually think that my eyelid, it's this big, versus in reality, it's like this big. Okay, I think we're done with the eyeshadow part. I'm gonna do the same thing on this eye and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, please. Now that I got both eye makeup on, I'm gonna just do a wing liner with my Revlon Color Stay Skinny Liquid Liner. This is their blackout color. and I'm gonna just do a little wing. For the wing liner, my main focus is actually the wing. I don't really want to take away any of the eyeshadow on the lid from the lid space by really going thick with my liner. So when I get closer to my tear duct, I'm gonna actually go super close to my lash line. Okay, I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and put on some mascara. For the primer, I'm gonna use the Lancome primer, the white one. I always use this. I love how it separates your eyelashes and gives them extra length. For my mascara, no surprise, I'm using the Marc Jacobs mascara. You've seen it a million times, so I'm not gonna even show it to you guys. And this is the Black Noir. Okay, for my foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty. This is the number 290. I'm gonna just add a drop of my Marc Jacobs, the Coconut Highlighter Drop, to the foundation to give it a little shine, because I know this foundation, it's a matte finish foundation. I'm gonna spray my Damp Beauty blender with my setting spray, which is the Wet n Wild Cucumber Spray. For the concealer, I'm using the KKW Beauty number 7. You've seen it a million times. To color correct, just in the corners. And for the actual concealer to highlight my under eye, I'm going in with the It Cosmetic Bye Bye Under Eye. This is a very thick concealer, so a little bit of this goes a long way. This is in shade medium, actually light medium. I'm putting a little on the back of my hand, literally this much. And then I'm gonna massage it into my skin with my ring finger to warm it up. This way it starts to activate, and then I'll go and highlight my under eye. Whatever left on the back of my hand, I'm gonna just go in with my ring finger, doing the same thing, just grabbing a little bit at a time and highlight my nose. I'm not like extremely highlighting my face, and the center of my forehead in between the eyebrows and my cupid's bow, because I love to highlight it. And we learned from the previous video, when you apply your concealer or your foundation, you might end up with some fingerprints or streaks on the face. That being said, I'm gonna just go in with my beauty sponge or beauty blender right now from the side with the foundation. That way it blends in with the foundation. With the clean side, you can even tap over the concealer and just get rid of any excess concealer. So very lightly, I'm gonna just dust my under eye with this powder to set everything in place. Around my nose, on my nose, that's where I sweat the most. To contour and bronze my face, I'm actually using something new that I just purchased. I went to Target. I don't know if it's just all the Targets in Houston or all over the nation, but apparently they're remodeling their makeup and skincare section. Practically almost everything is on sale. I bought this Physician Formula, the bronzer, contour, and highlight powder set for $6.48 from $13. I'm gonna use it for the first time today and we'll see how it works. Physician Formula, it's one of my favorite drugstore brand. You know I'm obsessed with their bronzer. I always use the bronzer. This is how the packaging looks like. Let me open it up and show it to you guys. The first on top, it's good for highlighting. The second one with the ash undertone it's good for contouring, and the third with orange undertone, it's good to use it as a bronzer. The palette is super cute. It comes with a little mirror on the back, so when you're on the go and you're doing your touch-up, you can definitely use it. It's pretty compact, so it fits in the clutch or bag. I like how all the three powders are in one palette, so you don't have to like grab different palettes and like bronzer, contour, highlight with you. This is the brush. It's pretty flat and angled. I'm gonna actually give it a try and use this brush for now. We'll go from there. If it doesn't work well, I'm gonna just change it. I'm gonna dip into the middle color. I'm gonna dip into the middle color with the ash undertone to just give my face a little dimension. And I like the brush because it's like flat and angled. It really tugs under my cheekbone and make it easy to contour. With the big powder brush, this is a Lancome powder brush, I'm gonna dip into the bronzer side and just warm up my face. Then I'm gonna go in with their brush and dip it into the highlighter color and just put it on the center of my nose. I really like this palette, you guys. I'm actually traveling next week, so I'm gonna take it with me. For the blush, I'm going in with Milani, and this is in shade Romantic Rose. I used it here before. They're my favorite blush. Milani makes the best blushes. And for my highlighter, I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty again. This is in a shade Fire Crystal and Lighting Dust. It's more of a peachy pink. I'm gonna just comb my brows upward to make sure everything is like staying in place first. And since I don't really need to fill in my brows, I'm gonna just focus on the sparse area, and mostly it's in my arch area. I'm using the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. Valentine's Day, I'm actually doing my brows for once. To finish up the eye makeup, I'm going in with my Giorgio Armani, back with the Giorgio Armani. So I'm basically doing exactly what I was doing up there on my crease area and my lid. With a very defined brush, I'm gonna go back into my Chanel palette with that green ombre color. Focus in my outer corner, very close to the lash line. I'm actually going out today with my friends for Valentine's Day, so this makeup is kind of perfect. Might be a little bit too much, not gonna lie. They're gonna be like, what the heck, but we go with it. Now it's time to highlight the inner corner, so I'm dipping into the pink one from the palette and just focusing in the tear duct. I'm gonna slightly go over my waterline with this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in shade Roach. This color is perfect for brown eyes. For the lips, I'm gonna line my lips with my favorite lip liner, Buxom in shade Hush Hush. You can even leave it like this because it's gonna last you longer, but I'm gonna go over it with my favorite Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Lipstick, and it's in shade Muse. And now I'm gonna finish up the look by spraying the setting spray on my face. Alright guys, that's it. This is my easy and quick colorful Valentine's makeup. I hope you liked this video. If you did, you know the drill. Please like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Stay beautiful. Bye.